Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we took on the Abyssal High Dragon. It was a mighty epic fight, and we kicked its ass, but only just. It was a very close call, but Aenor got there, and that's what matters. Now then, we only have one thing left to do in the Western approach, and that is try and track down this primeval red lyrium shard. Now, I have been able to look up where this is online. I know exactly how I missed this. I know exactly how... Oh, shit is... It's just the requisitions officer. I know she tends to interrupt us, but, like, there's no need to attack the woman. Hot damn. Yes, so the red lyrium shard, it is in a cave. I had thought, oh, maybe it's on top of the mountain. No, it is in a cave. It's kind of next door to the mines we came out of. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you, hyena. You just bugger off that way. We can be friends. Or at the very least, not violent enemies, like me and this fennec here. So, I don't believe we found it yet. It was, yeah, by these wagons. So, we came out of, I'm a pause. Oh, don't be dicks. Yeah, it's this cave. We came out of this one. We kind of came down here. We're fighting some, like, fennecs, or, it was hyenas and a fennec, actually. And what I did, I turned around, saw that cave, thought that was where I had come out of, and I just walked straight along. I didn't realise that this was a separate cave. Poppy, I don't want to deal with you, Poppy. Just let me go in here. Let me go in this mine. We don't have to fight, is that? What is... There are so many enemies over there. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. We're just trying to be peaceful and get this last shard. And then once we've gotten it... Yeah, right there. Right there. Aha.
Who did this?
I believe this would have been the Red Templars' work. They were mining in this location before they retreated to Emprise de Leon. Yoink. Yeah, after this, we're gonna hop back to Skyhold, just sort out the war table, see if Lord Trifles Minute is still in that area that we can't access, and then we are going to head over to the Emerald Graves. There we go. We're gonna go capture Carroll. Yoink. Ooh! Very nice. Excellent. A scrawled note. Louis. S says get the Templars whatever they want. No questions asked. So stop asking. They want refugees and travellers. We get them. Marius. Oof. That ain't so good. Would like the ghoul's beard, please? Would like? Maybe we can get up the other way. Bam! Excellent. Excellent. That is everything done and dusted in the Western approach. Oh, I do love clearing out the maps. I find that so satisfying. Oh, these poor people, they've been burned. I guess when the Red Templars left, they didn't want to leave anyone behind who could talk. You know, they probably couldn't have taken all of their slaves with them. Some had to be left, and, you know, loose lips sink ships? They had to kill them. Oh, God. And what a terrible place to die. Flipping heck. Well, to be fair, most places are terrible places to die. Oh, I know, you're stuck. You're stuck, there you go. Anything else? No? Alrighty then, good stuff. Let's head back to Skyhold. Yes. Oh, also we can see if the blood lotus has grown. We always need more blood lotus. There we go. Ah, alrighty then. I think today... Oh, also, yeah, you Gats. I was going to say... hello. I think today should be a pretty chill session. It's, you know, kind of the calm before the storm.
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Yes, can you interpret the meaning of the Archdemon?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Thank you kindly. Oh, it's so frustrating. Missing one piece. I am going to complete all of these collections before I finish off the game, as well as the bottles of Thedas. I'll look up a guide if I have to. Aha, yes, you have grown back. Thank you kindly. Excuse me, would like to grab. And you. God, lovely jubbly. And up. I still think we're quite a ways off the number of... No, that wasn't what I wanted. I would like to grab these. There we go. And they're all... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're quite a ways off. Was it like... I think it was 30 Blood Lotus we needed. It could have been 50 for all I know. You know, 25 each. And yeah, we do have some judgments. However, again, I'm fine to leave those for now. And I swear to God, if you are... I hate you. I hate you so much. I don't know why he's doing this. Was this patched in that he stays in that room? Because I swear down, earlier in the game, or in previous builds, he would spawn in various locations. It wasn't just that little area. God damn.
He said your request was an insult to his rich Kunari heritage, Ambassador.
I don't care if the Baron's son invited him. I don't care if he has stories prepared. If the Iron Bull wants to attend the soiree, he must find a decent shirt.
Oh, no shoes, no shirt, no service. Oh, poor Iron Bull. Let the man's titties flow free. Oh, the poor guy. Oh, sad times for the Iron Bull. Where's he gonna find a shirt that's gonna fit? His horns are massive. Flipping heck. Now then, let's see. Search for the lost in Sorul. We found the emissary in the deep woods, but not the Marquis. Our man was shaken and could not find his voice, but he was able to lead our soldiers to a strange hut. It was recently occupied, but whoever lived there had escaped before we got there. Perhaps they heard our soldiers coming through the woods. Not the most ideal of outcomes. However, the soldiers discovered groves of medicinal herbs in the deep woods. A minor consolation. Colin, yeah, this is a really interesting quest. If you go with the spies, they find the hut, they enter, and the Marquis and emissary are there. However, the emissary has been changed. He has moss growing out of his eye sockets and out of his mouth, out of his ears. He's like a plant person. And he sees the Inquisition scouts, flees, and the Marquis is just sat there like, oh, you interrupted our chess game, how sad. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, he had moss growing out of his eyes, but like, oh, whatever, just come on, let's go. And he kind of ushers them out of the hut. Again, it's all tied to, was it The Last Court? The game that they played, that they released, before Inquisition came out. I have in my head it was The Last Court. I'll have the name in the bottom corner over here. It's very interesting because in the last court, there was a character, I believe he was called the Green Knight, the Emerald Knight. It wouldn't have been the Emerald Knight. But basically he was the Lord of the Forest. He was a spirit that the Shame of Sorrel, the Marquis's great-grandfather, I believe great-great-grandfather, had summoned through the veil. He'd given him a corpse to possess and said, you know what, you can have the forest surrounding Sorrel. And I'm going to call him the Green Knight because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Basically, he runs the forest like it is his kingdom. He believes himself to be the king of the forest because the Shame of Sorrel granted him that land. And he's been kidnapping, any peasants that wander onto his land. He takes them and basically assimilates them into his court. He's kind of like the Borg from Star Trek. So all of his servants, his knights, his wife, his squires, they are all people that have moss growing out of them that he has, basically said, oh, you were trespassing. You're going to live with me now and I'm going to make moss grow out of you. And it's so interesting. It's such an interesting plot point. I really enjoyed the last court. I really enjoyed it. It's a shame it got removed. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. The caravan we misled into the mountains surrendered after their food ran out. Their supplies of weapons and armor were ill-suited to survival. While their intended benefactors remain unknown, we have assuredly denied them, thanks to Sarah's friends. It's good to see the Red Jennies getting accurate information for once. And a gift from the Imperial Palace. Ambassador Montillier, I almost disregarded your warning, and thank the Maker I did not. Just as you said, Tevinter brigands ambushed me on the road to the capital. I lost 2 good men in the battle, but I would have lost more had we not been on our guard. I am humbled to admit that I am in your debt. Should you need a favour in Cumberland, you have one. Sincerely, Count Octavian. Ooh, and I did notice we got an Amulet of Power for doing Sarah's thing. We have another one. Ooh, I wonder who for. Lovely. Now then, I'm going to sort out who's going where, so be right back. Okie dokie, and I am back. So first things first, all that glitters. Inquisitor. We've received reports of an abandoned gold mine in the hills south of Griffinwing Keep. According to the locals, the mine's still capable of producing. It was abandoned only because the threat of Darkspawn attack made the operation unfeasible. Should we dispatch soldiers to secure the place and guard any wagons that make their way to the keep, it should add considerably to our income for the future. Cullen, and Cullen is the only one taking part, I can send soldiers to start up a camp at the mine straight away, Inquisitor. Thank you.
Inquisitor.
Next up, a trouble of Red Jennies. I will never understand how they function with the same name. A memo from Liliana written on a letter from Sarah. Sometimes we trade off baddies. Some knob learns your tricks. Message another Red Jenny. Now you're twice as hard to catch. Looks like magic, except no demons. And no magic, I suppose. Anyway, the caravan we took over? There's 2 leads on that, from 2 other Jennies. Good ones too. Sarah. Simple sketches of the other Red Jennies and their locations are scribbled below. Their moustaches seem improbable. Navarra, Johi. Tantervale, Charade. So, if you hadn't guessed, it has been confirmed by the devs that Charade Amel, Gamlin's daughter, Hawk's cousin, she's not called Charade Amel. It's her pseudonym, her moniker. It is her alias that she uses. We don't actually know what her real name is, but we know that it isn't Charade. And this is the same Charade. She is a Red Jenny from Tantervale. Now then, Josephine says, supplied from Navarra. I can leverage the Pentagast's name to manipulate to a degree, but perhaps we needn't mention it to Cassandra. And Liliana says, funded from Tantervale. They may be open to an alliance after the trouble in Kirkwall. So I've mentioned this before that Aenor doesn't make decisions on the war table by herself. Like, if she receives a letter, you know, from Varric saying, hey, I want Josephine to deal with this, then she is more than happy to say, well, if he wants Josephine to do it, then let Josephine handle it. And I would imagine that Aenor, you know, she frequently asks her companions, hey, there's this situation in Navarra, there's this situation in Kirkwall, there's this and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I would imagine she frequently asks some of her companions. I can't see her asking Sarah for help because Sarah has no interest in politics. But I could absolutely, see her asking, you know, Vivienne, Cassandra, Solus, Varric, Dorian. I could see her asking practically everyone besides Sarah for their input and all of that. And, you know, considering Liliana herself makes the connection between Tantervale and Kirkwall, I think that, you know, Aenor probably would have gone to Varric to say, hey, what do you know about Tantervale? It's in the Free Marches. I know a little bit because I myself am a marcher. However, it's not one of the cities I spent a great deal of time in. So what do you know about Tantervale? There's this red Jenny called Sherrod. And I would imagine that Varric would have said, oh, you know, Sherrod, like that Sherrod, Hawk's cousin. Yeah, she seemed pretty decent. So that is my headcanon for why Aenor would pick Sherrod. Because here's the thing, she has no strong allegiance either way. Like, I think she would want some form of, like, okay, can anyone vouch for these people? Sarah vouches for them, she vouches for the Red Jennies, and we know that the Red Jennies are an organisation that is easily manipulated. I'm not going to trust Sarah's judgment. Varric is saying he knows this Sherrod person and that she seems pretty decent. I'll take his word into account. So, yeah, we're going to side with Sherrod.
Inquisitor.
And lastly, support from Navarra. A letter delivered to Skyhold. First, allow me to compliment the Inquisition's many victories on behalf of the Forsythia family. While Southern Thedas has seen the worst of it, we recognise that recent tragedies concern us all. Your Inquisitor's work in sealing the rifts and stabilising the South has lessened troubles here as well. The Forsythia House would lend its support to the Inquisition. We would be happy to meet with your representatives to make it official. Tyrion Veneto, on behalf of Her Grace, Duchess Amalia. A missive from Josephine follows the letter. The Forsythias are one of the great noble houses in Navarra. While other noble families are divided between those who support the Pentecost line and those who would see new blood on the throne, the Forsythias have remained politically neutral. I doubt the Forsythias' offer is entirely altruistic. There are advantages to aligning with a powerful, far-reaching institution. Nevertheless, accepting their support gives us allies in Navarra without making a significant political statement. Josephine. Cullen would have suggested, approach from a position of strength, send a personal guard with our representative. Liliana says the Forsythias might be more generous if they knew we had certain information on them. And Josephine says, let's keep the visit friendly. A few representatives can discuss the form their support will take. Yeah, they sound perfectly friendly. There is absolutely no need to be trying to blackmail or show them that we're, you know, strong militarily. Like, let's be friendly.
Let us begin.
There we go. And now we shall head, if I can find it. Yeah, no, that's not it. Yeah, there we go, the Emerald Graves. Venture forth. Also, let me just go back to my timer. Lovely. Okay, who do I want to take for this? We were traveling with most of these people not too long ago, so I guess it would be Bull, Cowl, and Vivienne. There we go. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to be traveling with this party for very long because after we do this, I do want to head over to the Storm Coast to take out the Red Templars there and reclaim that, the port. Oh, what? Vivienne's what the hell? What the hell? Vivienne was fine. Vivienne's like, I travel in style. I do not levitate with my knees up to my titties. What the? Why were only the guys affected? I am confused. I am concerned. That was fucking weird. I question everything. I question everything. Let's see. I think that the quickest way there would be... Yeah, it'd be from Argan's Lodge and then follow the path around. I swear to God, if you'll do that thing again... There we go. They can use their legs when the moment strikes them, when the mood takes them. Flipping neck. Scaring Aenor like that, looking like you're possessed. How could you? Especially you, Cowl, considering that you're a spirit. Oh my... Disappointment. Disappointment in the pair of you. Now then, let's go see how Carroll's doing. Oh, it's been ages. I said this before. I love that they brought him back. I know it's in a very minor capacity, but I like the fact that they're name-dropping characters from Origins. Origins, it's my favourite game of the series. Origins will always be my favourite game, and I know that part of that is going to be nostalgia. You know, Inquisition has amazing graphics, and I do like the story, even if I don't like certain aspects of it. But Origins, it has that... Oh, okay, where do we want to go? I know he's in there. You know, let's deprive him of support. Indeed I am. Can we go back? And spinny spin! Pummel strike. Pummel strike, there we go. Okay, is everyone doing okay? Get in there. Scream. Just keep at it. Oh, has he... Yeah, he's made his way down. There he is. Oh, look at him. What I was going to say before, I like that they haven't forgotten Origins. I like that they are still naming characters, you know, like, oh, this is Carroll, and like, this is what he's done, this is what's happened to him. I mean, it does make sense. He had a rather nasty lyrium addiction in Origins. You know, it makes sense that he would have joined up with the Red Templars. Oh, is it just him? I think it's just him. Okay. I'll get in there. Oh, no, I think there's two. I can't tell. Oh, Lord. Oh, Nelly, my goodness. The stealthy boys really are heavy hitters. Oh, my. You know what? Do you have... Yeah, if you could do that, please. That'd be great. Everyone up. I don't know how long yous are going to be up for, but... Just keep at it. Oh, guard up, there we go. Just keep hitting. Screams on me. Bap him. No running away. All of them down, Bull. There we go. Flipping heck. Cowl going down like that, I think that makes sense. Cowl is a squishy rogue. He is not built to stay up for long. He's a bit of a glass cannon. And the reason why Bull keeps going down, it's his weapon. What am I... Oh, that's a plant. I don't care about that. I thought I saw something running. It was probably an animal. Yeah, it's Bull's weapon that is causing him all of these problems. It's the, Oh, hello. Well, we can get him something new. Excellent. And yeah, Punisher, it has Berserk, plus 10% damage bonus, but it also means that all damage he takes is increased by 100%. Blackwall actually has a similar weapon, except he has it at tier 2. Which means that he gets a 20% damage bonus, and all damage is increased by 200%. But because Blackwall is a tank, it doesn't really affect him. But, you know, because Bull is a Reaver and his entire skill tree is about losing health, it really doesn't help him out. So you know what? Considering we have the damage output isn't as great, and we lose all of those very nice bonuses. However, like I said, with the Berserk, he just keeps going down. I think I'd rather lose out on all those nice things, but he actually stays up for the fight. I think that'd be better. Alrighty then, but again, with that was everything we had to do in the graves. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I really didn't bring yous out for very long because I'm going to be changing my party when I head to the Storm Coast. Because there are multiple very nice things in this cave for Varric and Solus. There's an elven artifact in there. So I think it makes more sense to bring them. Still, I don't think this'll take us too long. It might take me an episode, but I don't think... Ooh.
Nothing to report, sir.
I swear to God, if you cut off Banter, I'ma check that in post. And if it was Banter, I'm gonna see if I can find out who it was, you know, going between, and I will insert that right here. Ghouls, goddamn. But, requisitions officer, I swear to God, I will have you court-martialed. I swear, I promise you I will. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop interrupting me. It is very annoying, madam. How dare you? Alrighty then, and with this party...
Did you see the look on those nobles' faces back at the Winter Palace, Chuckles?
They seemed unaccustomed to seeing elves without servants' livery, or dwarves at all.
Priceless. That's definitely going in my next story.
Are you planning a chapter filled with courtly intrigue?
Close. I need to describe the face someone makes when they choke down something terrible.
Damn. Damn. Oh, nice. Very nice. And with... Oh, wait, actually, we do have a codex entry to read. Oh, and we also have one under places. Okay. The Mason's Tales, the Archdemon. I gather this one is titled The Archdemon, not The Three Archdemons, and I'll get back to that. Good construction here. A nice balanced carving, if you consider Tevinter's to have equal weight to the dragon's arse. Not a bad comparison, if you ask me. 7 magisters and some easy symmetry to give a host something to sound smart about after dinner. If I had to guess, they'd go on about how 4 lines and 4 magisters are part of the dragon and favoured. 2 lines are piercing it, so they do more damage than good. And 1, that big one farthest out, has missed the thing completely. If this was carved around the 3rd blight, that gets you 3 heads. Doesn't matter, those are all shallow details, probably followed by, and it speaks to me because my soul something regret, whatever. Now, the first thing those spits don't understand is that carving isn't just what you see. They've never made a physical thing and don't know the how of it. Depth is all tricks of shadow and such. The actual cuts are only as deep as the sculptor wants. And if you take a flat edge to this thing, what she wanted is strange. Because what I'm thinking is that this is one archdemon and the 3 heads are the reaction to the 3 lines. Because piercing line 1 is on the same tier as the Tevinter second from the left, and the middle head turned away. Piercing line 2 is the same tier as Tevinter 5th from the left, and the first head turned away. And the line that misses it, that's the same tier as the big Tevinter farthest out, and the dragon is looking straight at him. So the ones who did damage, the dragon doesn't care. The one who faked it, the dragon gives him an eyeful. Now, add to that, artists like to hit big targets, but this carving has no faces. If she wanted to carve specific people, they'd be there. She has that skill. So what if she's not after the Magisters? She's carved Tevinter itself. You've got 4 ages of the Empire where they're part of the dragon. 2 where they damage it, and 1 where they miss the point entirely and it gets them eaten. Think about it too much, and I bet you could come up with 5 different ways match their calendar, including your favourite aunt's birthday. So there you go. That's how to go from balanced to not invited next time. At my house, anyway. Good stuff. And places. Where is this? Ah, okay. The Marquisate of Sorrel Glassworks. Glass so clear and worth the price, as kicks of light catch colour twice. Such is the literary whimsy Seraltine glass inspires, with beauty all but the sunless sea. Perhaps be less quick to recklessly rhyme. On the quality, have no doubt, though some claim the multicoloured echo bizarre or imagined. Like the challenge of grace notes and the discerning ear, the educated eye finds ever more to appreciate. But be mindful whom you approach when seeking deals in the Marquisate of Sorrel. As far west as one can still call civilised, it attracts exactly the type you would expect. Those who fail better than most. Agitators of various intent seeking remote sanctuary. A gathering that creates a nexus of stories. The one who dismisses dissorral tricksiness out of hand misses plenty. Care rivals, for they are as skilled in the game as their glassworks, though they have been considered outcast since the great shame of Sorrel. Mind their welcome as you would a smiling card sharp, or risk attending your last court. And remember the promise and threat of payment in glass. From On Glassworks of the Marquisate of Sorrel, collected by Philium, a bard. There we go, lovely jubbly. And with that, I'm going to bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we finally explore the last remaining part of the Storm Coast. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.